Okay, so I find out Randy Meisner has died. One of the members of the Eagles.
It's verified.
It's verified.
Despite Dave's
dispute. Dave disputed it, but I knew. I was like, Dave's going to be wrong on this.
I'm going to need pictures from the scene.
Interestingly, I don't know if this is an Elon Musk thing, but Twitter was very late to it.
Oh, really?
Because when I first saw the text, that's generally the first place I go to check.
Yes.
And there was nothing there. It was not trending. It was not even in entertainment.
Oh, really?
Nothing.
Yeah.
TMZ, very late on it. For TMZ at least.
Yeah. Because they're usually early.
They're early. That's where I normally go and wait. And I'd say it took a good hour, maybe a little more for it to pop up. I saw a tribute from Don Felder on Facebook before I saw anything from TMZ.
When you text, see, Drew, our colleague here, said some Eagle fan sites are reporting Randy Meisner's died, and I thought probably it's true. Dave said, hoax.
Yeah.
Biggie said, I texted everybody. Biggie said, Don Felder's posted trip. That's when I thought, okay, that's it then. If Don Felder's going to speak out, then this is really true. Anyhow, today, I'm doing something here. I did this completely on my own. We're going to play, to end this show today, a live version of Take It to the Limit in its entirety. Now, I've moved heaven and earth to get this done. You have no idea the behind-the-scenes movement of commercials to get this done. And everybody's doubting me. They're saying, why are you going to this length? I said, for Randy Meisner, I'll do it. Okay, for Meisner, I'll do it. And Biggie said, what?
Who hadn't been with the band since 1977.
It's only 46 years that he's not been. That's, to me, it spoke to the staying power of that song because I was at an Eagles concert even after Glenn Frey died, and the country singer sang it. Vince Gill sang it, and people around me were like, "Stop singing Randy's song. This is Randy's song." I mean, they're that invested in it. So I got up this morning and I said, we are playing that song in its entirety.
We're going to take it to the limit.
Well,
we're going to take it to the limit. At the end, at the very end, we're taking it to the limit. Okay.
And the thing is, and this is very behind the scenes, but this is going to cause problems, ripple through the day.
All day.
Because of
across departments?
All day.
Yeah, because what you've done with the commercials.
Oh, yeah.
So as soon as you do this, people are going to be busting down our door going, did the Skechers commercial play?
No.
I didn't see. Did it play? It was supposed to play.
No. We're playing it out of order.
Yeah.
We're shoving things where they're not supposed to be so that we can play in its entirety the Randy Meisner Eagles Take It to the Limit song live from Los Angeles, 1977.
There's a wonderful woman that works here named Sabrina.
Yes.
And you are about to take a giant dump on her Friday.
Yes.
She has no idea how ruined her weekend is about to become.
That's right. I'm taking a dump on her stand-up desk as we speak.
Yes.
That's right. I'm doing that.
A lot of times if you work with credit cards, you know at the end of the day you have to, quote, settle the day, where you have to add You're not. She has to do that here.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, at 5 o'clock, she's going to be ready to settle the day, and it's going to be a mess.
She's going to
be like, they won't balance. The books won't balance.
Not at all. She'll be like, why is Progressive Insurance playing here? What happened here? Because I've taken one giant commercial break and made it into Take It to the Limit live, 1977, Randy Meisner, but not till the end. And I moved everything around to do it on my own. I didn't ask anybody's permission, and I did it.
I love it. Wait till Craig sees this.
Oh, my God. Craig's going to have
he's going to be kicking in the door.
He's going to have a fit over this.
Did Chris Demm do Beach Bum?
Actually, Beach Bub will run adjacent to. Beach Bub is airing. Beach Bub is a wonderful beach umbrella.
It is. It's my favorite.
A great product. I have two of them. Chris Demm endorses it. It will run adjacent to the Randy Meisner-led Take It to the Limit song, The Eagles Live, 1977, Los Angeles, L.A. Forum Coliseum. Now, here's why I'm such a skimmer. I knew. I was like, we're going all in on Randy Meisner. Okay, so we have the song live. We have a piece of the song, etc. And Biggie, 20 minutes before showtime, says, do we need anything else on Randy Meisner? I want to finalize this. And I say, of course not.
You got to take it to the limit.
You got to take it. That's all you need. So all you need is take it to the limit. Chris Demm says, I've just sent you two of my favorites that Randy Meisner sang. I said, are you telling me Randy Meisner sang something other than Take It to the Limit? He said, oh, yes. Two amazing songs of many. Two amazing songs. And I say, you're telling me Randy Meisner is the lead on something other? Yes. And I say, and then I hear them. I'm like, okay, let's go through this crap. Well, I hear them. They're amazing. I start tearing up like, oh, my God.
At his desk. He listened to them multiple times.
I did. And I said to Chris Tips, like, why have I never heard this? And Chris Dim said, because you're a skimmer. You're only going to listen to
You
the
are
hit.
who you are.
You'll never go and listen to anything else. One of them is called Is It True? And Chris Dim said, the vocal here is so pure. It's amazing. This is,
It goes right through. I was listening to this a week ago.
Were you really?
1 week ago.
Not knowing Randy Meisner.
Of course not. How could you? And I just thought, the vocal on this song is, like you said, it's pure.
This is pure vocal.
I just can't see it. Is it true? Is that you?
That's
1974 Eagles.
God, that's good stuff.
And we didn't really have a care. You were up, I had a good line. I never
I'm sitting here a puddle going, my God, we've lost Randy Meisner. I'm down and everything. All I know, and Biggie said, do you want anything? And then I have to hold him up and say, wait a minute, there's more.
must have feelings. Is it true? You might believe it.
It's a beautiful song. This is a beautiful song. And I said, my God, there's something other than Take It to the Limit. And Chris Dim says, wait till you hear Try and Love Again. I said, what's Try and Love Again? He goes, that's another Randy Meisner song.
Hold on, Biggie.
I said, Biggie? I said, Biggie?
Don't type your sheets yet.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Not only are we moving heaven and earth to play Take It to the Limit live in entirety at the end of the show at garbage time. Mm-hmm. It's the only time we could wedge it in. Was garbage time. And we're going to have, in garbage time, a BB Shea
Which gives management hours to get ahead of you.
They'll have to...
to come in and intervene.
I shouldn't have announced
Whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I shouldn't have announced
heard what you're talking.
They may come in here and start moving stuff around on me.
Yeah.
I'm getting that on. I'm playing that song. I'm doing it.
The Home Depot called.
Hit like a word.
There's stuff airing where you'll never even anticipate it today so that we can play Take It to the Limit in its entirety live.
One more time.
Los Angeles, 1977. Chris Dim says, wait till you hear Try and Love Again. I said, well, it can't be as good as Take It to the Limit, and it can't be as good as Is It True? It's my favorite. It's suddenly become my favorite Eagles song. Beautiful. It is beautiful. Randy Meisner.
One by one, the lonely feelings come.
So once again, I find out he died early, and I say, I'm going to heavy hand this. And what does Chris Dim do? Come in and steal it.
What? No.
Came in and knows the stuff so well. Brings in two more songs that I never even heard of. Why? Skimmer.
Yeah. And you were over here plotting. Your big move was we're going to play the whole song.
Yeah, really. Who cares? Now, this is a beautiful song. Beautiful song.
This is from 1976.
Think of this. As good as the Eagles are, I love the Eagles. Glenn Frey is great. Don Henley, you know his voice. Really, Randy Meisner is unsung on that. To me, he should be singing more. Isn't that blend? Listen to that. This goes right in. If I knew how to make music or do playlists or whatever, I would do it. I'd put it on there.
Maybe your son could do it for you.
Last night, he stayed up till midnight because somebody was dropping something.
Oh, it's Travis
Scott. My son,
it's Utopia Day.
Yep. My son said yesterday, he goes, I'm going to be out till way past my curfew tonight. I said, oh, you better have a good reason. He goes, Travis Scott's dropping Utopia.
He has to be out for it?
I said, you have to be out for it. He goes, me and 5 friends are meeting in the cookout parking lot.
Yep.
For the drop?
Yeah,
For
they're
the
going to
drop.
bump it and together. I picture that.
And I said,
Drinking milkshakes, hanging out. Yeah.
I said, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. He goes, Travis Scott only drops every so often. I've got to do it. He's like, I got to do it. I said, I'm not supposed to let you out. Now, his mother wasn't around when he was telling me. I said, I'm not supposed to let you out past midnight. We've gone to midnight. Well, it didn't drop till midnight. He said, it's going to be 1:30. And I said, I'm your father. He goes, I have to overrule you in this. It has to be. It's Travis Scott. He goes, it's Travis Scott. I have to.
This may be one of those things that in 30 years he'll remember that night.
Well, he was out until
But the summer between high school and college.
Yeah, that's right. So that's what. So I'm going to ask him to make me a playlist and put "Is It True" and "Try and Love Again" by the Eagles on it, because Chris Demm has opened my eyes to more Randy Meisner music because of his.
Well, I'm glad I could be of assistance.
It's the best thing you've done all week, I can tell you that. And you've done a lot of good stuff this week. This is the best thing you've done.
He just came in and took it from me.
Came in and took it right.
No, I'm not taking anything
He
from
really
anybody.
didn't. I shouldn't have said that. He really didn't. What he did was add to. I was trying to like Bigfoot, let's play the whole thing live. Chris Demm's like, you ever heard of "Try and Love Again"? No. What is that? This beautiful, perfect song by the Eagles. Oh, okay. Sorry. There it is.
I think maybe I need to get to your son. Maybe he can mix in Travis Scott with Randy Meisner.
Randy
songs.
Meisner, yeah. Huh. It's possible.
Have you heard the new Travis Scott, Biggie?
No, I have not yet.
Neither have I. I just know my son was out until 1:30 because I checked him on my app, and he was out until 1:30.
But home now.
Home now. He's home safely. And I had to explain to my wife, listen, we're going to let the boy know. What? What? I said, yeah, he's going to
milkshakes, Travis Scott.
Travis Scott's dropping. So all of that happened yesterday. And then Biggie said, from Biggie's angle, here's how it's going to be for Randy Meisner today. We've covered it now. We've talked about him. We're going to do the official obituary in an hour or a little bit less. Dave will be here. We'll talk a little more about it. But then what will happen is Biggie will get a lot of calls saying, aren't y'all going to talk about Randy Meisner? Because you miss it, and then late. It's nature of the beast.
You come in and out of the radio, and that's the way it goes.
That's how it is. We know that. That's how radio is. You do something early, and then somebody listens 2 hours later. They don't hear it, and they say, you're not paying any attention to Randy Meisner. We're going to try to today.
The only person that might have a tougher day today is Randy Meisner avoiding Glenn Fry in heaven.
They didn't get along.
Is he in there? Talking to St. Peter. Yeah, he's in there.
Get up here and take it to the limit.
He's been waiting for you. He's telling everybody you're going to do take it to the limit.
Meisner didn't like
to do it.
Is that Meisner? Get Meisner in here. I want him to take it to the limit.
I don't want to do it.
Those are the only two members of the Eagles that have died? That's it?
Yeah.
I guess so.
And you know what Chris Demm said when Glenn Fry died? Everybody's like, it wasn't Joe Walsh? Are we sure?
That's what my wife said last night. Joe Walsh has outlived another.
Two Eagles gone, and Joe Walsh, known for partying forever, lives on.
I know we may get to this later too, but you're talking about "Take It to the Limit," and that is, of course, a signature song.
Yeah.
And Meisner wrote all those. He wrote that one.
Oh, did he?
He wrote all these songs himself, not with anybody else.
Really? Did he write "Take It to the Limit"?
All by himself.
No kidding. That's
and
an
he said,
song.
that he was just sitting there kind of all alone at the end of the evening.
Yeah.
And he just started scrawling that. And when they were recording the song in Take It to the Limit, what was that, 75?
Yeah, I think that's right.
He said, if this song becomes a hit, I'm going to have to sing that note every night. Talk about foreshadowing.
He did, and that's
because it was such a high, difficult note. Very few people could sing like that.
That's what ran him out of the band, because Glenn Fry said, you get out there and sing
Well,
that
then
song.
his health began to fail.
Yes.
I mean, he had, he physically couldn't sing it.
I don't remember stomach ulcers.
Yeah.
He was getting so much stress. He was giving himself stomach ulcers and getting worse and worse. And he even said all he wanted to do was be home with his family.
Yes.
He always wanted to be home with his family, and he was always on the road, and he just couldn't take it.
Well, we are going to get into that. That documentary was excellent, and he did not want to keep performing that song because his health was failing, his throat, his ulcers, all those things. And Glenn Fry's like, get out there and do that song. He was the taskmaster, Glenn Fry. I respect it.
Oh, I know. We know who your favorite member is.
I always like Glenn. And then Chris Demm told me once that, behind the scenes, Don Henley was the same way, but he wasn't as in your face about it as Fry.
Yeah.
But Henley,
more subtle.
Henley would be like, go make him do that.
Yeah, well, that's just it.
That's
Henley
right.
would kind of be like, hey, I'm with you. I mean, we all know it was Fry and Henley.
Absolutely.
And everyone else.
God darn, these two new songs, "Try and Love Again," that is a beautiful piece of music right there.